Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. As always, I am setting things up while I wait to see who's popping on. And it seems to be giving me a little trouble here. There we go. Now I can see it. All right. So, I'm running a little bit late today. I apologize for that. I did see somebody just popped on. So, say hello. And today we are going to be doing a case. If you do not remember what that stands for, it's CASE, copy and stamp everything. So, this is a card I did quite a while ago. I don't remember when, but quite a while ago. And I've always really liked it. So I kind of held on to it because I liked the idea. And so today I'm going to copy myself. So I am going to be using these are all items that are coming out in the mini catalog that starts September 6th. So I'm going to be using Modern Garden, just a few pieces. And honestly, I'm winging it because I pulled out a couple of the florals that I'm going to do on the inside, and I don't really know what it's going to look like. So fingers crossed. I'm going to be using this piece of Designer Series paper. This is from Garden Walk. It's a 6x6 pack. And then to coordinate with that, I've got Calypso Coral for a base and for a piece to emboss. And then I have some Garden Green and Whisper White and Garden Green. And of course, a piece of Whisper White for the inside. So here's how we're going to get started. Of course, you know, I am going to start with my card base, which is, of course, 8.5 by 5.5 and folded in half. Good morning, Barbara. Good afternoon to those of you here. Barbara is on the West Coast, so it's still early for her. So there is my card base, and then this is going to go on the inside, but I do want to stamp it. And then I am going to emboss this piece right here. And what I'm going to use is, this is also coming up in the new mini catalog. It's called Distress Tile, and it's a 3D embossing folder, so it's going to be the thicker one. So I'm going to take this over right here, and I am going to take it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and go ahead and emboss it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but did you know that this little line down here, not that it really matters 100% for this one, but it is so that you can line up your cardstock to get a straighter image. So that's pretty cool, right? So now I'm going to just scoot a little bit and see about centering it up somewhat to where I want it with the images. That's pretty close. Okay, it does look like it's off to the far end, but I wanted this stripe of design to be in the center. So I'm going to take that over, and for my plates with the 3D embossing folder, you really only need number 1 and number 4. So it's going to go into the machine like so. And remember, when you're doing your embossing folders, you should have it go through the machine with the fold line going into the machine. That helps it not crack as quickly. So here is this awesome folder, and I'm hoping you guys can see. It is called Distressed. So you can see there's parts that look like, oh no, it didn't emboss right. Yes, it did. It did emboss correctly. If you look at the design, it's supposed to be missing spots. Okay, so that's going to go on the front, just like my original card had a piece on the front as well, right? That was embossed in the same color. So that is going to go up onto some dimensionals. Now you can use regular dimensionals. You can use, let's see what I have here. I have these. They're small though. These came out of a paper pumpkin kit, not the most recent, but I think these were from a paper pumpkin kit. But you see how they're a little bit longer? We also have the really long ones. So it depends on you and how you feel about it. I kind of like to make sure that when I'm doing a big piece like this, that it has a lot on there. It's just me. It's probably not necessary. But I always think about what's going to happen when it goes through the mail. Because, you know, they go through big old machines. Is it going to get squished? It might, right? So I am going to put a couple of pieces in the center of it as well. You guys, do you see what I'm doing? I am putting it on the wrong piece. This is going on the inside. Let me see if I can carefully peel this off. Kinda. Oh my gosh. Crazy Carrie strikes again. You guys love me. You know what? I have more of that white cut and I have more dimensionals. Oh, yoy, yoy. So let me try that again. And I will just quickly put some dimensionals on this so that we can hurry along here. Apparently I'm not going to have as many as I did before because I'm rushing. It's close though. And as I was saying before I realized what I did, I like to put some in the center also. When it's going to be a big piece like this, oh, that piece is a little stubborn, but it'll work. Okay, so now I'm going to just remove all of my transfer sheets. And this is going to go right onto the front of the card. Okay. And the card is going to be in landscape mode, which means this way, not that way. Although certainly I could have changed it up because it would look just as good. But I am going to try and stick as close to this one as I can. So now, what size is this? I don't know, so I need my ruler. I need a ruler. There it is. Is your guys' craft desk a mess? Hi, Crystal. My craft desk is always a disaster. It's embarrassing. It's always a disaster. So, okay, so I'm going to cut my designer series paper in a 3" by 3" square, which means my garden green, this is Mossy Meadow, I think, is going to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to trim these two down and get them ready. Paper trimmer. Oh, I put it right next to me. I was organized. What happened there? So the DSP, which stands for Designer Series Paper, if you did not know that, is going to be 3 by 3. Now this is where you can make a couple of decisions. If you look at this paper, cutting it 3 by 3 is going to give you different insides because they're all slightly different. So think about that when you are cutting. And because this is, oh, that's the score blade. Hold on. Get that out of the way. Because this is 6 by 6 paper, if I want to, I could make 4 of this card with this Designer Series paper, because it would give me 4 3 by 3 pieces, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to use this piece right here, although I like this one too. I'll have to think about it. Either of these would be nice too. Okay, don't overthink it, Carrie. Just, you know, don't do it. So now I'm going to cut this piece of garden green to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I have no idea what size the piece was I started with. It was just a scrap that I had. So now I have this piece. Let me decide, because I know I am going to use this one because the sentiment is going to go over right here. So we'll use that one. Then I want to do some stamping. So let me do that. And then we'll start putting it together. So I know I want to stamp the inside, and the card is going to go that way. So let me, don't you guys miss this paper? Love this grid paper. I was so bummed. I know it's for the Stamparatus, but it's a good paper. I had a lot of people at Mega Meet ask me if I had any of it, and I'm like, yeah, but you can't have it. Is that mean? I don't know. Oh, okay. Go run for your massage. Yay. Okay. I don't blame you. I'll see you later then, Barb. Okay, so this is where I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just I just want to do something on the inside. I just don't know what. So I'm taking, and now this stamp set actually has like an inside and an outside, and I debated on what did I want to do with them. Did I want to do both? I decided not to do both. So I'm just going to do this one, and let's just see what happens. So this is Calypso Coral, which is the same color as the base of my card, and I'm going to just stamp just a few flowers on it. I'm going to keep the whole one down there in the corner. Then there's this, oh, look what I did. So I guess I'm going to have to put some flowers over that, which was not my original plan. Oh, and look, I got them over here. Holy cow. So there we go. That is way more than I expected to add to this card. Oh, golly. Okay. So there we go. It's kind of weird and unusual, but there it is. Not exactly what I had planned, but hey, the best laid and all that stuff. So this is going to go on the inside of my card. Then I want to do a sentiment. So I've got a scrap here of basic white, and I have, this one says, enjoy your special day. I was going to use the happy birthday one from this stamp set, but its shape, I wanted something long, and I didn't feel like I wanted this one to be a like wedding card, because best wishes for a fun-filled future together. Excuse me, that sounds like a wedding card to me. So I'm going to just stamp this, and I'm using the garden green because the garden green is my accent color, right? It's what my my matting and things are. So I'm going to trim this down, and that will tell me how much to cut my garden green scrap piece down also. So do you guys do this? Do you guys sometimes like stamp and then decide how you're going to cut it? I do it all the time. So, oh, I'm going to have to put my bow in the other side. All right, hang on. I'm going to stamp it again. I'll just use the same side, but I want to give myself a little more of an edge so I can put a bow on it. There we go. Because I'm following this card, don't forget. So I'm going to trim this down to, let's see, what is this? 3 inches? 3 inches. I don't know how long this one is. Let me see. It's a little bit more than 3 inches. It's like 3 1/4, but that's all right. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it. Ah, that's my scoring blade. I moved it because I was scoring things and then almost cutting them. I don't have any flowers to add like this. I didn't grab any. I might regret that. I think I might. So now I'm going to set this on there, and I can see that my sentiment is crooked. Guess what? I don't care. I'm okay with it. So this piece is actually a 1/2 inch. So I know, and then it's 3 inches. So I'm going to go to 3 1/4 this way, and then 3/4 this way. I believe that would be right. That is right. Okay. I think it just moved. There we go. So my husband and I last night watched a movie. Michael Keaton. He played Ray Kroc. Do you guys know who that is? He's the guy who's like the big McDonald's guy. And it was his story about how he pretty much stole McDonald's, like seriously stole it. Hi, Linda. So it was very interesting, though. Very interesting. I always thought he created McDonald's, but nope, it was these guys called the McDonald brothers, obviously. Okay, look at how crooked that is. That is very sad. But if you get this card from me, just remember my motto about perfectionism and move on. So I am going to put this on here. Now I see on this one, I cut it off, but I don't know if I'm going to do that this time or not. I might. I think I will. Why not stay as accurately to the original as I can? Even though I'm not doing flowers. I could fussy cut flowers. I could. I am not gonna. You know how that goes, right? Okay, so I've got those pieces. I need to tie a bow, and it just so happens in the new mini catalog that's coming out September 6th, there's some Calypso Coral braided linen trim. I almost called it thread, but it's called trim. And you're going to see when you get it, it has a piece of tape on the end. I recommend that you keep that piece of tape and keep putting it on the end. Just because. Now, I'm going to tie this on here, but I'm going to kind of fake it to get started because I'm not very good at holding something on when I'm trying to tie it. So I'm going to keep my baby finger in there and see if that helps. I don't know if it will, though, because my finger just moved. Ay, ay, ay. It's scary sometimes. So here is my bow, and I do want to pull it, but I don't want to lose that end. So now I feel comfortable slipping it in there and trying to get it to tighten up a little bit. It's not tightening the way I wanted it to, but I'm going to show you a fix for that. I used to call these cheater bows back in the day because sometimes it was really hard to tie onto something like now, like I'm having a little struggle, right? Because now look at how loose that is. That's too loose. It looks silly. So what I'm going to do is I am going to snip here, snip here. Then I am going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to take my plus and I'm going to put it on the back of this like so. Then I can grab those ends and wrap them around so that my bow can then be in the center just as it's supposed to be. Okay, so now see, now I have my bow on there and it's tightened because I cut it. Cheater. Sometimes you gotta, right? And this is going to go on with dimensionals also. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on, even though I'm not quite ready yet to put them on. All right, so I'm showing you a lot of things that are coming up in the September to December mini. There is a lot of holiday stuff in there, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And I know some of you have already started your Christmas cards, but I might want to caution you to hold on because there is some beautiful stuff. I showed some of it in my unboxing video. And I think you guys really liked it, especially that Oh Holy Night suite. Woo, just super sweet, as in 2 stamp sets, 2 dies. All right, so now I am going to put this, because I wanted that there. I'm putting this on flat right here, and I'm kind of centering it to these 3 sides. as best I can. And then here we go. And I think I might do something to give it some bling. I think I might. I think this one went all the way to the edge there. Yeah, it did. So there they are, pretty similar, but this one does have the flowers, which I do really like them. I think they look pretty cool, but I didn't have any. But I think I might have some gems that I think I would like to put on there. Let me see what I've got that's new that could be pretty. I might end up just going for the everyday regular ones. There are some gorgeous gems coming out, you guys. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But I'm grabbing my stack of my originals, my regular ones, and seeing what I have in here. Hang on, don't go anywhere. I'm still here. I'm just looking. Make sure I grab what I want. Okay, here we go. This is good because it has a green, and it's not the same color green, but it has some Calypso Coral. Yep, that is the color that Stampin' Up! Says it is. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Pull that out here. This is in the annual catalog. Now, I didn't grab my take your pick tool. I know, shame on me. But I do have this. It doesn't show up super great, but kind of. It really definitely blends in, doesn't it? Definitely blends in. So I'm going to make sure I put them where they will be seen. Okay, just adding a little bit of bling. I'm going to put it there. Why not? So there we go. There is my case of a previously made card, which I still think is really beautiful. And then here is with brand new products, except for the little dots, that are going to be in the new catalog. Hi, Amy. Thanks for joining. Oh, Linda, your mini catalog is going to be put in a priority email or mail tomorrow with your bingo gift. So I have all that stuff ready. The catalogs are ready, and I was going to do it sooner, but I've got errands right near the post office tomorrow, so I held off. But it's priority, so you should have it by the weekend. Those of you who were not part of bingo, if you've bought from me previously, you should be getting your catalogs soon. Make sure you check them. There's been a little bit of a printing issue. I've only had one, but a lot of you guys that are on this call or on this video all should be getting videos. So Crystal, Amy, Linda's, yours is coming, Barbara, I can't see who else is on, but anyway, you should be getting yours. So watch your mailbox and let me know when they arrive. Okay, you guys, have a fantastic Tuesday. I will be back on Saturday for a Saturday sip. So see ya.